CM Punk is finally back. That's pro wrestling history right here. 7+ years of trying to stay away from wrestling.
Never ever! Never ever ever!
7+ years of fans still hoping to see it one day, and we finally got it. We always wondered what would happen if CM Punk made his return to pro wrestling. Well, let's just say it was a very busy night for wrestling fans.
If CM Punk returns, we will all masturbate.
It's fair to say the night CM Punk came back was the most romantic night of the year.
Masturbate.
Man, this was good. If by any chance you're new to the channel, my name is The Great One, that is my legal name, and I'm changing lives right here, so if you click that like button, I'll grow your Coca Jumbo to the moon. It's mostly up to 2 inches, but it's a special occasion, man. CM Punk came back, so 3 inches on your Coca Jumbo. I highly advise you to get new pants. It's a weird situation because we kinda knew CM Punk is going to be at Aew Rampage, but we also didn't. It was never confirmed, but it was always teased, but it still counts as a surprise. People on Twitter kept saying, imagine if CM Punk doesn't show up. What would be the crowd reaction? But I think it was kinda obvious because imagine Tony Khan promoting the show acting as if CM Punk will probably be here and he wouldn't be on the show. That would be horrible, so I think the guy knows what he's doing, and also he tweeted a couple of things basically saying that he's not here to disappoint tonight. And as you guys know, anyone but CM Punk would be a disappointment. Even Daniel Bryan couldn't save the show if CM Punk didn't show up. CM Punk's return is a big deal, not only for us. I mean, we're gonna get entertained. We were waiting for this return for 7 years. It almost seemed like it's never going to happen, or maybe he's just going to be a commentator or whatever. But he's back. It's also a huge deal for AEW. Back in the day, CM Punk brought back so many fans to the WWE, and I'm pretty sure some of these fans are now gonna watch AEW. If not that, some people, a lot of people who are watching WWE right now but don't watch AEW, they'll watch. I'm sure they'll watch. I stopped watching AEW a while ago, and you know what? Well, you know the answer. They got me back. And that's even a bigger deal than CM Punk's return. The Great One is watching AEW. Make a special announcement on Twitter. The show kicked off with loud CM Punk chants, CM Punk's t-shirts, CM Punk signs. People were waiting for CM Punk. This was CM Punk's show. So I guess it was a great decision to actually open the show with CM Punk. So first of all, Cult of Personality is CM Punk's theme song in AEW, the same song he used in the WWE, except it has a little bit of a different intro, and it's not a WWE edit, it's actually a full song. Basically, it's a bit longer, it has a longer intro. That doesn't matter. This was emotional. I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional too. This is honestly one of my favorite pro wrestling moments of all time. Like, we all knew if CM Punk is going to return, it's going to be a big deal. But seeing the man finally stepping into wrestling for the first time in 7+ years, getting that reaction in his hometown, getting on his knees and crying, you can't write that. That's just... it's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It's real. I don't know how to describe it. It just felt real. No matter what he says, you can clearly tell the man misses it. And we all know WWE, their backstage politics, so... you know, whatever the case may be, CM Punk probably missed pro wrestling, but he didn't miss WWE. So now there's a place called AEW where CM Punk could avoid that and actually be appreciated. They even called him a wrestling legend, so that's pretty cool. And this is gonna be one hell of a ride. He also hugged fans, jumped into the crowd. The man misses it. 7+ years of waiting. 7+ years of no wrestling, and the man is just showering in that moment. It's actually crazy that I'm making this video. I've been making videos for like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years or something, And we always talked about that potential return. Whenever we hear any rumors, we make a video, we get a lot of views, and nothing happens. But it goes to show you how big of a deal CM Punk still is. You know, you could make a video in like 2018, 19, 20, 21 about CM Punk, you'll get views. Even though the man wasn't involved in wrestling for 7 years. He said, you guys really know how to make a kid feel like Britt Baker in Pittsburgh. He didn't know what he wanted to say, he was going to say what he felt, so obviously Punk doesn't have a script. But he's got time. Wednesdays, Fridays, pay-per-views, he's not going anywhere. What CM Punk is basically saying right here is that he's going to be a full-time. You're going to see him on Dynamite, Rampage, maybe he won't wrestle every week, but he's going to be a regular AEW talent who's gonna be on the shows to build rivalries. Basically, CM Punk is officially on the AEW's roster. He's not gonna be just only on pay-per-view, so that's good. I guess we're all happy. Punk says if what he did years ago, if he let anyone down, he wants them to know he wasn't going to get healthy mentally or physically if he stayed in the place that got him sick in the first place. Oh yeah, baby, here we go. Here we go. Pipe bomb. It begins. I mean, he's right. Why would he return to the WWE? He has a terrible relationship with that place. And AEW is around. Why would he help his, I don't know, enemies? Punk sits down and oh boy do I miss this. It feels like 2011 all over again, and by the way, I absolutely love the t-shirt. One of my favorite wrestling t-shirts is this one right here. So it's very similar, and I'm happy he's using that because it's the most nostalgic CM Punk shirt you could ever have. And obviously Punk is great on the microphone. He knows how to control the crowd, you know, he knows how to get people hyped, he knows how to, you know, make sure they're silent so he could talk. This man is just amazing on the microphone. He said in 2005 he left pro wrestling when he left Ring of Honor. 2021 he returned to pro wrestling. Basically saying that WWE is not pro wrestling, it's entertainment, and CM Punk didn't even acknowledge it as pro wrestling. I mean, Vince McMahon is probably happy about it. It's called sports entertainment, damn it. Punk is back because he wants to face all the young talent. People like Darby Allin. We see Allin and Sting up in the rafters. Punk says he's seen it all from Allin, but there's nothing more dangerous than wrestling CM Punk, and also wrestling CM Punk in Chicago on All Out. September 5th, I think, is when we are officially getting CM Punk's first match in pro wrestling, and that is a very big deal for Darby Allin. You can see how much the company trusts Darby and how much faith they put into the guy, how much they believe in him, and how much they believe he could be the next big superstar. I mean, if pairing him up with Sting doesn't say that, well, this should. Punk says a lot of people waited for him for a long time, so when people make their way out, get an ice cream bar. And that's on him. So, yeah, man, this couldn't have been any better. Very good. Sometimes I think we're so lucky to have wrestling, and I'm so lucky to be able to talk about this kind of stuff for a living. It's amazing. This shot right here is a huge part in wrestling history. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. I might start making AEW reviews. I can't confirm it yet, but this show keeps on growing. It's getting bigger, and you know, at this point it's kind of stupid to ignore that. So I might start making videos. And yeah, all I gotta say is welcome back, CM Punk.